Bless you. So, all right. Hello, world. It's your friendly neighborhood podcaster. I am back. I know you missed me or not. It doesn't matter. But welcome to yet another edition of Side Eye Radio. Today, I am joined by the lovely
Charmaine
and the lovely,
Priscilla.
and all together we are the Side Eye Radio Squad. Dun, da, da, da. I'm kidding. So, yeah, today we're just going to be the three of us. For some reason, after the ladies' episode, they said, oh, let's ambush the host for this week because you didn't want to be there when it was all girls who are going to bombard him with our questions. Haha, psych. I'm the one who's going to bombard you girls with questions today. Guang, guang, guang. The first question that I have for today is, before we even get to that, a big shout out to our sponsors, the ones who make sure that our drinks are always on the table. Mind you, I have water in here. Star, you know that they're always found on this side of my screen. Thank you so much to Star, who are found at the Leopards Hill
Business Park.
There you go. You see, I at least got Leopards Hill correct today. I'm getting it. And yeah. So now, back to the question that I wanted to ask. Bum, bum, bum. First and foremostly, I would like to get to know from you guys, hightailing it from last week's episode. What was that?
What do you mean?
I'll start with Priscilla.
What
What was that? The episode.
Well,
It was so entertaining.
it was a flower bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It was the truth.
It was the truth, eh? You guys
was
believe
our
that was the truth. And it was our truth.
we were speaking
Maona
our
bayamba.
Yeah, and I hope that people actually just picked out certain core, like
Core.
lessons
Core
from
lessons.
like everything, because it was such
It was very insightful.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was so deep,
very
and so
diverse,
insightful.
yeah,
So many different perspectives.
perspectives and views. Yeah,
Did you guys really have different perspectives?
yeah. I feel like
I mean, it's not our fault if we've had similar experiences.
yeah.
It all sounded like you did the same person. That shall not be named. Weren't you guys part of the whole name and shame movement that we had on Twitter when it was Twitter?
No, I wasn't.
You weren't.
I wasn't.
You did not jump in.
No.
I had no one to name or shame.
Oh wow!
At
But
that
now you have a platform. You can.
It's long. Like
That's
taking the
what-
time
okay,
to
it's
like
fine.
actively just
I remember that.
And I tend to report people to the relevant authorities, like with the quickness. Me, I don't wait. No.
yeah, that's
Nice.
better actually.
I don't.
Somebody
I'm not
try
ashamed.
your line, just
I'm not even ashamed. I
report
encourage
them.
it. Just like
she's
is it
not
Charleston
out of the
Brown?
culture. But wow.
Just like Charleston Brown, I recommend snitching.
Yeah, so your ass. Like,
Wow.
Just
Unk.
tell on people.
I don't like people.
The reason they act the way they are is because they know that you're not going to tell. Start telling.
or you're not
Yeah.
gonna do anything. So
Yeah. And you know, I actually find that very intriguing because the whole premise of not telling is a direct hit to things that we actually advocate for as a culture, right? As a culture, we'll always advocate for accountability. But for someone to be held accountable,
Someone has to snitch.
yeah, somebody has come up with the receipts.
I shall be
hey,
your
all
accountability
I'm
buddy.
saying is for a culture of people that value tea,
Spill it.
you
Spill it.
yeah, like you are spilling tea, but in the wrong places.
What's the tea?
Unless it's the authorities, huh? Okay.
I encourage
Okay.
snitching. Snitch on people. Tell on them. Expose them.
Snitches get stitches.
Yeah.
Well,
Tell the truth. Speak your truth.
relative.
Don't let them
Wow.
silence you.
Wow.
Yeah, it's 2025.
Speaking of not being silenced, somebody withdrew from awards shows. They said, I don't even know if I should name them, but anyway, we all know.
We all know who that is.
We all know. Homeboy was like, I will sponsor some awards. I don't want to be in the awards. I'm withdrawing. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we have to say about it? What do you guys think?
I feel like sometimes he can be a bit emotional.
Mm.
You know, he can act very emotionally.
Very emotional.
Maybe that was a slightly emotional move, but maybe
Slightly.
it was calculated as well.
I mean,
You
he
know?
offered to remove some calculations.
I understand why like people are felt some type of way about it, with saying it might be a conflict of interest. I get that, but like when he's sponsoring what, best new artist and
Yeah.
artist of the year, is it album of the year?
Is it album of the year or best male artist?
Best male artist.
Kabwe.
Best Kabwe.
I should think so.
Yeah?
I should think. I'm not okay. I need to.
Yeah, but like best
Yeah.
male artist.
Yeah.
So in best new artist, I don't think he's going. You can say it's biased towards him because he's not
He's not in that
nominated
category.
in
Yeah.
that category. But best male artist, I do understand why people would.
Oh yeah, where the conflict of interest chatter comes from.
It would. So even if like he did win based off of merit, it would still be like, but he sponsored the
Sorry.
category. So is it really
That money has gone back.
And there's a lot of controversy around this year's awards. Hey,
Word. Spill the tea.
there's also what's his name?
That guy.
That I know his
It's
name.
not the guy. It's not the guy.
It is a guy.
Oh, it is a guy.
It is a guy. He's nominated in Best Up and Coming Artist. He called out the awards because he was he nominated or he wasn't nominated
wasn't
yet again.
nominated?
Yeah,
Yet again.
yet again. It's not the first time he's been
It's not
snubbed.
the first time.
You know what I mean? And he went on the internet and he called them out on it. He said, "You guys are looking for authenticity. You're looking for someone who's uplifting the culture and this and that and the other. And I
Yeah.
feel like
I'm that
I'm
guy.
that guy. So why won't you actually recognize,
me.
acknowledge me?
Yeah.
You know, and I understand his frustration.
Yeah.
But I guess to some degree, all this controversy is also working in the favor of the awards because now
Yeah.
everyone's kind of like looking
Oh yeah,
to
to
see
see.
Yeah.
how everything,
They're
everyone's
gonna
like,
show up
I
to
can't
see
wait
who's
see
going
how
to be in the
this turns out. You know
category.
what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and people are now saying the whole YOMAP situation. Am I allowed to say it?
No.
But it's public
He
knowledge.
likes snitching. I like snitching. He likes to sue. I can't afford that.
Well, it's public knowledge, so it's okay. I think it's okay.
You know,
It's not like we're bashing him. Are we bashing him?
No, we're not. We're just speaking the fact. The fact is, people on the internet are now trying to make it seem like the whole reason he's doing it is because of his beef with Chile One, which
They
is a
have beef?
Apparently.
I thought
Which is a beef that I don't
didn't
understand.
he come out and say, "Yo, Chilla One's my boy"?
The public
Like-
want them to be beefing.
Yeah, but that's
People are
okay.
the
But
best.
I've seen that actually. I've seen that audiences sometimes can drive a narrative. So for me now, it becomes a matter of, but why? You know, like I remember even when fans as a whole drove the narrative of CB versus LSK, and then Makitu and Slap kind of like fed into that. Like people were actually very happy, and they were justifying certain acts of violence. So now you find that the two had to come back and say, "Hey, we are boys."
Yeah, it's not
like
that deep,
it's not that deep, y'all. Like we are boys. Some of my videos were directed by MK. You know what I'm saying? And some of the business deals I've gotten to done were facilitated by Slap. So it's like, why should we now start justifying a perpetuated hate towards a people from a particular region when you're all from the same country?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's extremely different if say the artist is from Romania and then they're beefing with a Zambian.
That's like-
Pakutifie you meet.
That's true.
You know what I mean? It has to take a lot of money.
It's a beef that I've never quite understood this whole time.
Yeah.
Like they both make their own music.
Yeah.
They both
In
cater
Have
to
different
different
unique
categories.
sound. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Even the
don't
stories they tell, yeah.
understand why we like to create this narrative of, oh, this guy is jealous of this one or this one is trying to stop this one from shining. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And like speaking of narratives, like the idea that it could also be a power move for like your maps, like
Ooh, okay.
deciding to like withdraw from all of this. I don't know whether
Yeah.
I don't know in what context though. Like, is it like in the context of, oh, I'm gonna make myself more expensive if I do this, or
Kylie is sponsoring two or more categories. So that's like
And then
flex,
he dropped 7 nominations. He was like,
flex,
forget your 7. I don't need this.
I don't need them.
flex.
No, that
I feel
really is
like
a
I
big
understand his frustrations because I feel like every time he steps up and tries to do something nice, people will come and attack him for it. Like, I understand that sometimes he does have emotional responses, but he's just a person, you guys. When he does something nice at a friend's funeral, people come and say whatever. He responds whatever. It turns into a whole thing. Now with the awards, we're constantly talking about, oh no, you guys that have made it, why don't you, when you get to a certain level, now start investing in the industry itself? Is
Boom,
this not a
boom.
move of him investing in the
Okay,
industry?
okay,
He's supporting
okay.
up-and-coming artists. He's supporting male artists. But no, because I don't know if it's because it's him. What?
I think there's an element of it's because it's him also. There's an element of that because the truth is, we are all villagers, right? Here's what I mean.
Fontaine.
No, here's what I mean. There is this skewed view around Ubuntu where if we're from the same village or if we are in the same village, how come you have more than me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like how come? Because we share resources. You dig what I'm saying? We share resources. We grow up together. So if you're going to own a particular piece of land, I should equally own my own piece of land. Or if I can't own, you should be able to share.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes. So like it's fielded in a way where there's a level of entitlement as villagers that we have. Yes. So the one who's about to get out the barrel, Iwe, Ninshi,
going?
Tulipamo, Nipano Tuli. You know what I'm saying?
You think you're better than me?
Like I remember this distinct one time. We had this student. I was in like 2nd grade, but I'll never forget this. We had this student who, great student, by the way. Like they were working hard and everything. I was at Sunshine School, right? So this student went to SA. And then they came back. They came back from SA after the August holidays. And they were telling us about their experience. You know, I was in SA, it was so nice. I went here and here. We
Yeah.
took pictures, this, that, and the third. And I remember as clear as day going to the little boys' room, and there was like a convened meeting of people who claimed to be his friend. Like these guys would follow him around. Like they were like his
cronies.
henchmen. They were his cronies. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They convened.
Little entourage.
They convened
Okay.
in the little boys' room, and they were talking about that nigga think he better than us.
We need to beat his ass.
And here's what's funny. He never once purported, said, or even mentioned, I'm better than you guys because of the experience
just
I've had.
experienced.
He was just
Experience.
excited to share his experience.
Yeah.
And because they haven't had that experience, for them it was like, he must think he better than us.
Yeah.
Now imagine if all of them also went to SA. They would just be sharing experiences. Don't you think?
They would.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's so wrong with someone saying, oh, I went to SA and this was my experience, and then you come
Some
and say, I went to Kabwe.
People get so triggered by other people's experiences that it shows
Yeah.
as an insecurity.
Exactly.
Like, oh
So
my gosh, like I don't have that, so I'm gonna talk about something else that will like maybe be better than what they're saying.
Yeah.
So it's
it's not a competition.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not a competition.
And I remember this one time, a friend of mine recently was like, he was telling me about how, yo, the reason why I like you. Now, we've known each other for over 10 years, right? We've known each other for over 10 years. And you know how friendships can be sometimes when you get into a different season of your life where you're very busy and whatnot. So it's more or less like we started clicking up again. And because we have one very common thing that ties us together, and that's music, right? So now as we start clicking up again and like working on music, trying to finish up a couple projects here and there, I'm driving the homie home this one time and he goes like, you know why I like you, man? You stay in your own lane. And to me, I was confused. I was like, oh, what? I do? I didn't know.
You didn't know. I wasn't.
I
I
was
wasn't.
just
I wasn't
doing
actually
me.
doing it.
I wasn't actively doing it. I just did what I felt came natural to me. So he went on to explain what that meant. Because I asked, I was like, oh, okay, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean by
You know, like, yeah, I mind my business, right? But I didn't know that, oh, okay, that's part of staying in your own lane. So he went on to explain to say, "Daudi Shan," you know what I mean? Like, you're not everywhere where things are supposedly happening.
Yeah.
You know, like
Wherever the wind blows.
if you're here, like if you are there, it's either you are invited or you actually wanted to be there. And it shows that, oh, you are in such a space because you actually wanted to be in that space. For other people, it shows as well that they're just in that space because it's happening and they want to show people that they were there. Right? Like he was also telling me about, you know, the kind of network that you have, the access to particular people that you get. If you were any other person, I
Your
would
entire
know.
personality.
You know what I'm saying? Like your
Yeah.
entire personality would be like, I know this one, I know that one, I know that
When
one.
I was with Chilo.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like I would be doing story time on TikTok.
Yeah.
So clock it. So I was like, you know what? I always took it, or rather, I saw it within myself as I'm respecting people
Yeah.
that I get the honor and the privilege to meet, because people, to me, as people, it's always an honor and a privilege, regardless of whatever status they have in life, right? And you also see with the natural progression of life that you also start becoming a status symbol for others. Like there are people who, when they get access to me,
They're like, wow.
that means the world. And it's something that even
Like, I'm
I
doing
can.
something right.
Yeah. Like even I failed to wrap my head around it. So now you can imagine the thousands of people who hate on a guy like Yo Maps because he's extremely successful, right? Imagine if they had access to him.
It would
Don't
be
you
different.
think it would be
be
different?
different.
It would be
Yeah,
different,
yeah,
right?
different.
Because then they would know him as a person
As a human being.
and not as a status symbol
Not as a persona.
or a persona.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But also at the same time, there are some things that are self-inflicted,
Yeah.
right? Like
Look, we're not perfect. We all
Yeah.
make mistakes. And
As
honestly, I feel like even though he's attained this great level of status and fame, even though he may have dreamed of getting to this level, when it happens, it's so different than anything
Yeah.
he would have dreamed. So he's also just trying to figure it out. He doesn't have it figured out. He's trying to learn. And like, I feel like right now, there's just so much unnecessary Yo Maps hate.
You know, all those things considered, right? Like, people also don't understand to say the same way you feel like you can walk outside your door or your gate and chat whatever nonsense, make whatever decision you want to make. He has the same liberty as well. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, he can wake up and make different kind of power moves that will affect a whole bunch of people, but it doesn't matter. Like, if he can see the plot in his career and how
Yeah.
it's going to help him, he's allowed to do that no matter who agrees with it or not. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like, it's your life. Like,
Yeah.
nobody should come and dictate and say, oh, but like, you know, still considering the status symbol, people looking up to you. But when it's like decisions that have to do with your personal career and like, you know, how you're going to move forward with things, the power moves or decisions that you make, like, you're allowed,
Yeah.
you know?
I'm also curious to know who put out the news that Yo Maps was sponsoring certain categories.
Olius Records.
They announced
Yeah,
it
they put out a
themselves.
press statement.
I don't know. I don't know if that was the best move, you guys. I really don't know. I feel like I get where they were coming from,
They shouldn't have done that.
but I don't think it was the best thing to do.
Yeah.
Like,
They should have just kept themselves anonymous with the nominations.
I think artists are always communicated to. It is courtesy, you know, like artists are told, yo, you're nominated for this and that.
But I feel like not the nominations, but like
Yeah.
the him sponsoring the categories.
Oh,
I
yeah,
would
saying
have-
that.
Yeah, if it was like
Okay.
because knowing who I am, if I was Yo Maps, knowing who I
Yeah.
am, knowing how people generally, you know, how things tend to blow out of proportion when it's got something to
Especially
do
in
with
the
me, right? I would rather keep my donation or my sponsorship
Oh,
anonymous.
yeah, don't let your left hand know what your right
Yeah.
hand doing.
I would keep it anonymous because
Yeah.
I'm not doing it because I want people to know that I'm doing this thing for the industry.
That
I'm
never,
doing it
never.
because I genuinely want to support this up and coming artist. I genuinely want to support this top male artist, whether it's me, whether it's someone else. I would keep it anonymous. You know what
No,
I
now
mean?
he has learned.
Yeah. And yes, it is weird when you think
question
about
is, has
if he does win, which honestly, chances are he might. He would have if he had.
Okay, wait, but hold up. Hold
Also,
up. Yeah.
there's still the factor of him not being the main decision maker.
too.
He may solidify a decision, but it will have to have like weighing skills. You know what I mean? Like they'll have to be like, okay, if we go this route, what's gonna happen? If we go this
Yeah.
route, what's gonna happen? So like he has got like a bunch of people surrounding him, also influencing his decisions. Giving him ideas. So nothing is really ever like rich or raw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that leads me to a question. But before I get to that question, there was something I wanted to preempt as well, with regards self-infliction, right? Like, remember the villagers concept. The thing about being a villager again is that when you do finally get out the barrel as a crab, you want to let the other crabs know.
No.
No.
I'm not on your
You
level.
stand on top and you're like,
Hey,
Don't remind them, I'm not your friend.
I'm out.
I'm not your friend.
no,
We may have
Timon,
come from
no,
the same
Timon.
place, but I'm
not
not
the
your
same.
friend.
We're
not the
we're
same.
not the same. I am out of the barrel, but it's natural because also we not only come from an entertainment culture that perpetuated that, right? We are also people that are generally passive. So even acts of confidence are seen as arrogance.
That's true.
Right. So like there's this culture of forced humility that we have, where passivity is passed on as being humble. To the point where you shouldn't or can't speak out.
Yeah.
If you do, just because you're also trying to show your weight, it's it's seen as disrespectful. And quite frankly, you couple that with an entertainment culture that thrives on that, right? Like how many times have we heard rappers go like, when I was nothing, you didn't even look my way. Now you want to be my girl since I got paid. Like, oh, that the hooker on the 7th Street couldn't even look at me. Now we getting paid and she's saying I will, Yeah, so I'm like, you hear this a lot, and you hear these people who they get to positions where they have money, they have acclaim, they have status, and now anything can get mistranslated as well. Because so I've heard rappers say this all the time. When I got money, my homie switched up. And I'm like, did they really? Did they really?
You just didn't know your people.
Either you didn't know your people or you didn't
you
know
didn't know
what
yourself.
person you were
Yeah, exactly.
with access to excess. Because that's all money does. Money just gives you access to something excessive.
That's
right?
very true. Like
yeah.
right, like right now, people are talking about Elsa Majimbo and how she's changed since she got money. You know what I mean? And it's like since she started making those videos,
She's about?
Yeah,
she's
she
just
can tell
changed.
people.
She's just like people
Now she
feel
just
like
has
she's
access
changed
to those things.
because now she just basically does whatever she wants. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? She lives her best life. She flaunts her luxury lifestyle. She's not as
Now I'm
relatable.
gonna cup it.
She's not as relatable
Yeah.
as people remember her being. You know what I mean?
So like she's lost like an audience.
So now people, no, I don't think she has. To be honest,
She's
maybe
gained,
like a few.
she's
She's
gained,
gained a whole new.
she's gained a whole new audience. But we'll say a good 60% of them are haters.
Yeah,
Because haters love to watch.
yeah, they do. They're waiting for that downfall.
Hate
Especially
watches.
when they feel
man.
like
People are so passionate.
you
about
ain't
hate
shit.
watching.
You just got this just now. You ain't even all of that.
So that's why you really have to pay attention to the language people who have escaped the village speak. You know what I mean? Like when someone has escaped the village and then now they get in touch with what privilege feels like. they do everything within their power to keep that privilege, but they will keep spitting on
People
the
that
less
don't have.
privileged. You know what I'm saying? Especially when the less privileged act entitled to them. Because one thing that we also have to remember as people of the struggle, the very fact that we even affirm struggle a lot, even in our own national anthem, says a lot about where we are
Mentally.
mentally. We are constantly identifying ourselves with the struggle.
We romanticize
Victors
it.
in the struggle.
You dig what I'm saying?
Romanticize the struggle.
We romanticize the struggle. It's why even when you look at the songs that we can say I claim to fame for a lot of
Yeah.
the people we're even talking about.
Even relationships where we're like, no, you should build.
it's
Build.
no, there's nothing wrong with building.
Find him in the trenches. No.
I think
That
that's
would be
better.
already potential.
No,
It's so
listen,
funny. I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday,
Mm.
and they told me, they were like, we're having a conversation about men and women generally, right?
we have come back to that.
No. But like, it was funny because
Allow
he
it.
said something that was so brutal.
Hey, brutal fruit.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So he goes like, me, I believe, I'm a firm believer that a woman is below me. And because of that, I can never kneel down to propose to a woman. Why should I propose to somebody that's below me? And I was
So
just
women should
thinking,
propose to you?
I was like, you are such a brute.
Brute? Brute?
you
You
say-
call that being a brute?
No, as in like,
That's a being a baby.
You should-
That's a child.
You guys-
spoiled brat.
you should have heard the aggression
An
in his
infant.
voice.
Yes, have you ever heard a spoiled brat who wants their dog?
Hey, yeah, no,
There's a
I
passion
think so.
in the body.
Because I was just
Fire.
like,
Never heard this boy. Get me.
because I was just like, I'm like, I think there's a better way to like say certain things. Like, you can't just.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. People are consistently showing you how ignorant they are. You just
feel
have to
like-
pay attention.
At the end of the day, your map's pulling out of the awards. Grow up.
Oh no. I'm laughing.
Your
at
map's
the fact
pulling out of the awards
You said it again.
was, I think, a good move. Because, like, eventually, even if he waited
Yeah.
for people
It's
to make
like
their own
Drake pulling out of the
decisions,
Grammys, right?
yeah, everyone would have decided the best move if you want to continue to sponsor these categories, because it doesn't matter whether you win an award for a category that you're not sponsored in, people are going to assume because you put some money into
in
the awards. It's biased and it's going to look really bad on the whole awards and the system and things like
Yeah.
that.
I
You
think it
know,
was a bold
so I think it was the right thing for him to do. We
Okay.
might sit here and think maybe it was a little rash, maybe it was a little emotional, but in a way he was getting ahead of it, because at the end of the day, that's what everyone's going to suggest.
No, Chimona.
And it's so crazy that this happens right after he drops Luambo. But then Mwambafi, people are just making fun of him now. All they do is make fun of him. Why do people hate your maps? I don't get it.
Remember, like I said, crabs in a bucket, crabs
Whether
in
you
a
love him
barrel.
or you hate him, you're still obsessed with him.
Yeah, and the problem, and this is why I said, like, it's two-folded. It's the entitlement of the villagers to their own, you know. And coming back to the point, I think, which I wanted to more or less close out before asking this question, was the villagers have an entitlement to the villager who they identify with in terms of struggle. Because if you look at songs that made Your Maps famous, what songs made Your Maps famous?
The ones
They are
that
heavily about the struggle. Because people,
relate to it.
you know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful song.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful song. But the whole premise of the song is, yo, we've struggled and then here we
God
are.
came through.
God came through. Here we are. Nisizoni yanga.
Yeah.
Nisizoni yanga. Nilimula ifu ya nyu.
Because we're all waiting for our season to hit.
You know what I'm
I'm in a
saying?
season
But
of being at the
it's
bottom.
like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, the struggle. It's why someone would rather be called a hustler than an entrepreneur. Because hustler implies I'm in
You're
the
working
trenches.
hard.
I'm
Doing the
I'm getting down and getting my hands dirty. You know what I'm saying? Because even when you listen to, let's say, Chef 187's music,
Right.
right? He identifies with the struggle,
Chef.
the concept of work ethic, working hard, and really digging into it for you to
Making it
see, to make it happen, and so on and so forth. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Nobody in the village, nobody in the village
believed
likes
in
a flashy villager. Nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Last
Like
one got lynched. Didn't
that's why if you become accessible to privilege as a villager, quiet.
Yeah, because
You dig what I'm
it?
saying?
Village people.
the village people.
Your village people.
There's that advert by InDrive where this on is just
The Rolls Royce.
he just because it's a car you can book on InDrive because like when he's about to open woof, it almost so he knew immediately these are my
Village
people.
people.
These are my village
Village
people.
people are
He
active.
called his village uncle to say,
It's-
Uncle, the car no mine now.
Not mine.
Yeah.
It's just even you can get it. That's why.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, even when you see that kind of play on relatability, there's
Yeah.
that. So now coming to your point, right? To ask this question, you talked about it's a really bold move and it's great for him to pull out because it might end up looking biased if he stays nominated and it's known that he put in some money for it, right? Or someone from his record label wins a category he put in money for, right? Do you think, especially locally, right? Because we don't really know the criteria upon which certain awards are given. Because there are a lot of times when people win certain awards, it's like, how?
Why?
Really?
This one?
Right?
I don't know if that's.
And also there's an underlying rumor to say, oh, look, Mandem probably pulled out of this year's awards because he felt snubbed at the last one. Right?
I
Like,
doubt it's that.
so money was everywhere.
Your maps is
And it's
everywhere.
got
He
hella
stays everywhere.
But who won? Who won that category? I don't know if it was best male or best song, one of the two. I think it was J Max, if I'm not mistaken.
For what?
Mpawi.
Oh.
That song was equally big. It was equally big. But
Doing the most.
was it doing as much as someone?
No.
Debatable,
Yeah,
right?
so it
So
leaves a lot of
there are
questions
people who
about
brought up,
the
there are
criteria.
people who are questioning to say criteria irishani. Because I remember I was also on a different podcast as a guest being asked what criteria do you think they were using to give their awards? Because the people who were asking me these questions thought I'm an insider. I'm not. I'm letting you know now. And I'll let you know then. I'm not.
He's not the guy that
I'm not.
asks.
It doesn't even help that I manage some celebrities, but I'm still not an insider. So the person was like, what criteria do you think they use? And I was frank with him. I was like, I don't know. Because I don't know. But my question is, do you think that sponsorship does play a role in winners for particular categories
I feel
that
like it
are
always
clearly
does.
sponsored?
I think it
I
always
think it does.
does to some
Because like when you're a sponsor, you're given, it's like they come to you and they say, oh, hey, this is what we can give you, this is what we're offering, how can you step in based off what we can offer you? So amongst that package, that they get, obviously there's something, that piques the sponsor's interest. And what better than you being able to at least dictate the winner? What's better than that? Like, what's better than that?
I think it's all about criterion. Like if you're going to use proper criterion to establish merit, right? Because the whole essence of giving someone an award is to say, upon merit, your work has stood out.
Yeah.
Your work has stood out and we are meriting it.
I mean, that's the idea of how it should be.
Yeah.
But then, like, technically,
Sadly.
people are very self-centered and self-serving
Yeah.
many times.
Yeah.
And this is why, not just in Zambian culture, but even like
Everywhere.
everywhere, like globally, if you watch the BET Awards, like
More
whatever.
villagers.
Yeah, exactly. They're even bigger villages inside, actually.
They are the biggest.
They're the biggest.
They are the biggest villagers.
So, like, when you get to see such, like, you have people fighting, saying, "Oh, okay, but how many Grammys does Drake have, or how many Drakes does Chris Brown? How many Grammys?
How many Drakes does Chris Brown
I mean,
have?
how many Grammys does Drake have, or how many
I
Grammys does
don't
Chris
know.
Brown
I
have?
could break some gun laws mentioning how many Drakes.
But then, like, the award means
Drakes.
something. You know what I mean? And like, people use that as a standpoint whenever they want to like pick their favorite artist.
It's
you know.
awards. I mean, even today, I mean, like, as a, I'm saying, a soccer fan, people deliberate how great a team is based on how many things they won. But also, the difference is when it comes to winning, football is a very physical match.
Yeah.
Very physical matches are played. There are a lot of factors that come into play, but when you have a good squad that is cohesive enough to work hard and win things,
Yeah.
it's not based on people's opinion as to who the best winner is. The trophy is the result.
Yeah.
But now when it comes to things where it's highly subjective, that now where we have to really dial into it and really query to say, okay.
And this is why it's
Yeah.
like, for serious issues, like, people have like a very laid back attitude. Now, what more stuff to do with the entertainment industry?
Boof.
So it's like,
As a whole, yeah.
yeah, so it's like, oh, okay, because I'm,
Do we even have actors awards in it?
they're there.
Or but the Ngoma is like all round.
Yeah, so like they include acting, but like we don't have specific.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Like the way in the States there's the Emmys, BAFTAs, and
The Tonys,
the Tonys and
the Grammys.
the Oscars.
Oscars, yeah.
All of them around motion picture.
There's also the BAFTAs,
Then
the
there's-
SAGs,
Yeah. Then there's also Sundance Film Festival. Where they,
Cannes as well.
oh my god, oh my god, why don't we have Whitey? And then when people ask me, do we have an industry? And I tell them we don't. They make it seem like I'm being an enemy of the industry. Have you seen how many award shows we've mentioned for
I
just
don't get that
motion
also.
picture?
Like when there's a Zambian film that comes out, you only have one day to see it, and the tickets are usually like ridiculous.
Oh
'cause you only
yeah,
have the one
hella
day.
ridiculous.
Wait, it's not aired on the other days. You're
They'll
like
have like one specific event to show it that one night.
showcase, like but then like it's never after. Are you serious? That is so crazy.
I don't know why that is.
I've
the
never
way
been
it
to one of
is.
those. That is so insane.
You know, and it's like you have to pay. It's like I'll sit there and think, should I pay $500 for this one?
And
time?
even like when you do like produce that movie, like, is it just going to be like, let's say you manage to like get your show on Netflix or your movie on Netflix, like, is it just that platform, or there's another way to access it, like within your, like, without tapping into Netflix?
Oh, like illegally done.
Like, no, like
pirating
locally,
it.
like a local platform where you can actually access Zambian content.
No.
I mean,
Movies.
Inuit came
YouTube.
up.
YouTube.
Inuit.
YouTube.
Inuit.
The tube of views.
There was Inuit.
Oh, it's just
There've actually been a number of platforms that have come up. There are a number of platforms that have come up over the years that have proposed being content hubs for Zambian things. I think even Kazadi Films established one, wasn't it? When they were like at
Well, I think it's
at the peak
ridiculous
of
that we
content
don't even
creation.
have one. Because, like, how do you even keep track of like historically?
No, like don't I
Even
I
Showmax
think they
can
still
step in and do something.
I think no, but I think they have.
Have like region
Didn't
specific
didn't
content.
didn't Black Dollar make it to Showmax? It was Black Dollar. It was called Black Dollar, right?
that's-
Yeah, it
that's
made
like
it to Showmax. Now comes back to that villagers thing we've been talking about.
Yeah.
But also, we don't have enough structures in place to support some of these initiatives, which are honestly great and they're powerful. I think there was Hot TV. I think Hot TV is still about, right? Power TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, these content houses can also start to fund small time filmmakers. Like you go to a mix Kasamwa, and this is what I mean by small time. Small time doesn't mean that they don't have brilliant ideas or that they don't have the technical know-how of what big time filmmakers have. When I say small time, I just basically mean on an equipment level, right? Mandem like Mix is able to make the kind of content that he does. And I've noticed that he even puts color grade on his content. Like he's so invested in filmmaking, and he does it with his phone. You see what I'm saying? Like he's able to do it with his phone. I think sometimes they do alternate between phones and cameras. Right? But even we are small time as content creators. You know what I'm saying? Because we alternate also between phone and camera, right? And if you are a Power TV, how you begin now creating an industry is you go to a mix, you come to a side-eye radio, you go to a Z podcast. You go to these content creators and you say, okay, guys, let's make a deal.
How's y'all?
You know what I'm saying? Like we have equipment. Let's let you use the equipment to create your content. We house your content and we distribute on your behalf. Let's agree on the splits, right? That's on a partnership level. But if you're not able to do it on a partnership level, instead of giving out your equipment to help make their content better, because that's the thing about industry. Industries have tiers of excellence. There's low tier, mid tier, excellent tier. But even low tier America makes better movies than
2V.
excellent tier Zambia.
Zambia.
You know what I'm saying? Like
2V versus Zambezi Magic.
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And you like the difference is clear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like even the special effects they use, you can tell, oh my gosh, that was a special effect.
Yeah.
But they have the structures in play where that can just be seen as them starting from somewhere and eventually they become excellent. You know, like there are YouTube short films I check out where someone said, oh, we shot this on an iPhone 6. And I'm like, you lying.
Yeah, that's
There is no way you shot this on an iPhone 6. You know what I'm saying? But it's because of the attention to detail that they put in, the nuances that they pay attention to that make them an industry player at the end of the day. So like I was saying, a hot TV can come to either us, a mix, or, you know, other content creators, basically. You go to content creators, heck, Ndinema. You know what I'm saying? You go to these people, you fund them for what they do. Make it easier on them to make the content because they make the content to have a life. Now, if you're able to fund them, right, to make that content, you get to see whether or not they can expand their vision, their horizon. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't always have to struggle to make
If
it.
they're not always creating in survival mode.
They shouldn't create in survival mode. You know what I'm saying? Because then when you empower them to get to do that, to get to expand their horizon, even idea-wise, I feel like you elevate the storytelling. The moment you elevate the storytelling, this is what you create. You create a field where everyone wants to be an excellent storyteller and they want their name associated to excellence. When that happens, everyone now understands that we need to be doing things correctly.
Yeah.
We need to be doing things properly. We need to be doing things at a high level. Once you create that field, no one's gonna come to any content creator and ask them to bend over.
That's very true. I love that you brought that up because it's something that like I've noticed. I feel like as Zambians, someone will start doing something and everyone's gonna be like, wow, that's amazing. But then they'll never elevate it to any higher level. Because I feel like there's so many people that are just like, just be grateful that I'm doing it in the first place.
Yeah.
Just be grateful that it's happening. Now you want me to be doing it well. You can't just be impressed that it's happening. You know, and that I find that very frustrating because it's like you have this great idea, you have this great concept, and you have the potential to do this amazing thing.
Yeah.
But you just don't want to push yourself to the next level because you feel like you don't have to. You know, 'cause you're just like, well, I was the first to do it, so that's good enough. You know what I mean? I feel like we've seen it work really, really badly. Who was there before we had Yango?
Orlando.
You know what I mean? It's like you have this ride sharing thing, you have this great platform, but you don't want to do it well. You don't want to empower your people. So now you're just basically putting yourself in a position where you're like you're a study. You're proving to other people that it can be done. You know what I mean? And now other people are seeing from you, okay, it can be done. People are going to respond to it like this. But if I just push it up just a little bit, you know, if these people are operating at like a 2, if I take it to a 4, I will be twice as good as they are, and people are going to be happy.
I feel like people in those situations don't understand how like being a monopoly business can like affect you in both negative and positive ways.
Yeah.
You know,
Because you have the pressure of always improving.
Yeah.
If you're not, because you're like, but our people accept the bare minimum, then that would be your downfall. Because times also are changing,
That's true.
right? We have a lot more people who get on platforms like this, speak like this, and inspire thousands of minds to make a difference, to understand the value of a thing and move differently, right? Who's to say in the next 15 years someone won't wake up and say, nah, we need to give power back to the taxi driver because they've lost so much of it.
Right?
Someone will wake up one day and do that. Someone will wake up one day and say, hey, we need to put body cams on these Yango drivers.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? We need to put shiny and whatnot because the company won't take full accountability of someone who goes awry. You know what I'm saying? Or awry, right? The company
always get
won't.
better.
Yeah, it always. You know, like I've heard so many cases where I don't even know if justice was served.
Yeah.
You dig? So there's all of that that's taking place, and that's ultimately the thing. Coming back to the villagers' mentality, you know, there you have the villagers who are entitled to the struggle, and then now. Because I remember this insider story I was given to say when players like your multi-choices or Zambezi Magics came and they asked Zambians, we want to elevate the storytelling here because we feel there's potential. And they said, but we just have. You see, even then they are coming with it. With a but because they're like, okay, it's a risk. We don't know what the reward will be. We've got a small, you know, I don't know what the actual figures were, but whoever was in that meeting probably knows. Or anyone who has first-hand information. Me, the Chinese whisper reached me like this, you know, and it was painful or heartbreaking what I heard from the Chinese whisper. So these guys say, we've got $10 million to give to this sector and elevate it. And the villagers who identify with the struggle said you can't give Zambians that amount of money.
Impossible.
It's too much.
Much. What do you mean?
What do
you mean? I remember.
Give them hundreds of thousands of dollars. They will make magic.
I remember one time
crazy.
I went to I was at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And they have panels on there, usually from like people from like the entertainment industry, the film industry, and things like that. And there was this one gentleman, I don't remember what his name was, but at the time he was like one of the big names in like the Zambian storytelling industry, I guess you could call it.
Yeah.
He was one of the producers on one of the biggest shows at that time and things like that. And I remember one of the people asked him, they said, do you ever think about the impact that your art creates when you're creating it? And this man straight up said, I don't care. All I care about is money.
Oh.
I just want to make money.
Sounds like Michael Bay.
I'm unbothered by the impact. And that was like it was such a shocking response. I mean, it was real. I commend him for that. But it was so shocking and so telling of the industry as a whole.
Want that dollar, y'all?
They literally ended the
Even make
panel
Mark Wahlberg.
after he spoke. Like they couldn't go on because it was so. Everyone was just like, "Where do you even go from there?"
Yeah.
Like you just said that out loud in front of all these people. And another thing is like,
To his defense, he was probably drunk.
it was in the middle of the day.
When you have money to do what you want.
No way. I was so
try to
disappointed
make
by
me
that
go to
answer. You know
rehab.
what I mean? Like you can't even sit and try and come up with something a little more inspiring because you're sitting in a room full of young people that want to do what you do.
Yeah.
And now you're telling them it doesn't even, no one cares. No
That's
one cares about the stories that you're telling.
That's crazy.
You know?
That's
It's so
crazy.
wild. And that was like, is this the industry? Is that what it is? And from that point, I feel like I noticed a decline in like the quality of stories that were being told. Because that was like at the peak of when we were doing Zambezi Magic and we
Yeah.
had all these stories and things like
We
that.
had like great short films.
But after that, I noticed like a very steep decline. And it was just like, because people don't care about the stories. Even like the popular shows that you watch, I'm sure at some point you were also like, but the story is not making sense.
Oh, it has lost its.
What's really going
storyline.
on
It's
now? What's happening? Are they? It feels like now they're just putting things together so they can keep going
Keep
and
going.
keep getting paid.
So hire us. Don't listen to her. Hire us to come and be on screen.
Give us an opportunity.
Give us a chance opportunity. You know, we'll do the right things. Yeah.
Wild stuff.
Anybody who's watched me, you can give some criticism. Let me know if I do deserve to go back on screen.
You do.
I do?
Yeah.
I do? You've watched me? Oh,
I
wow.
haven't, but I just know you do.
Wow.
We've watched you. We've heard you.
Heard.
You know? We've
Wow.
danced to you.
Wow.
So I think you should continue what you're doing. We need you. There's a void. There's a gap.
Thanks.
Indeed.
Speaking of gaps in valuation, recently the Pope called out Elon for having so much money.
That's rich coming from him.
Ha! Right, that's it. Wow, why do you say so? Why do you say so?
I mean, the Vatican has tons of money for no real reason, to be honest.
Yeah,
Don't they
I've always
do
wondered,
many
what
works?
do they do with their money?
Yeah, they do many works. I'm not
like-
Catholic, so I have no authority on
With
it.
the money, what else do they do?
They buy Eucharist.
Wow. Wow. Please, let's not speak in ignorance. Let's tackle the facts. What does you can answer us if you are Catholic and you're watching this, please, in the comments. Tell us what do you as the Vatican or as people who adhere to the Vatican do with those billions of dollars
Yeah.
that you get as offering every week, not month,
Every week, on a weekly basis.
on a weekly basis. For you to come out and say, hey, Elon Musk shouldn't be a trillionaire. Is it a matter of no one man should have all that power? I mean,
Crabs in the barrel.
they're both white. But
Okay.
I feel like when you think about it, right?
the one man that has all the power.
It's more justifiable
Yeah,
for Elon to have all that money because he provides us with something.
Starlink, guy.
Starlink, Tesla, what? So like, it's like it makes sense. People are buying into what he's selling.
Yeah.
We use X,
know what I
we use
mean?
his platform.
But then, like, why does
We
the
use
Vatican
Grok
need
if you
all
use
those?
Grok.
Yeah, why does the Vatican need all that money? Why don't they?
to do good works, to be the hands and feet of Jesus.
They have
I would like
billions
to
of
assume.
dollars, and by his own words, his own admission, he said, comparing the money that Elon Musk and the rest of his friends have, they could end the problems in the world 22 times over in
Over,
it.
supposedly.
So that means the Vatican, with what it has, if it decided to just redistribute it
Evenly.
evenly,
There would be.
But
a
who's
push
to say they
say-
aren't? What if they help UN initiatives? What if they're trying to help mediate peace for the Middle East? You know.
in what ways?
But why aren't these great philanthropic activities displayed so largely for everyone else to see? So that because they're an entity that
Don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing.
they should
Can't
be
be
held
hoarding
accountable.
wealth
You
and then
just
judging
say-
other people for being wealthy because
Exactly.
No, I think the Pope was onto something. He was like, we shouldn't have these really big wealth gaps. Who's to say that we aren't taking it out of context? What if he was also talking to the Vatican to say, guys, when we release
people.
money, let's release it even. Let's distribute the wealth evenly. We can't have humongous wealth gaps. And then maybe he then dived into saying people like Elon Musk.
For example.
E.g.
For example, you know, he BGBs. Is
Elon
Elon
Musk.
Musk even Catholic? He went to a Catholic school.
Is Elon Musk
He looks
religious?
Catholic.
I mean,
What does that mean? It's
come on, he's on record for
Joey.
he's on record for saying he's not really sure if he should believe in anything. But at the same time, he's like,
Yeah,
there could be a higher power.
Who knows?
He looks what?
Was he sober when he said it?
What is that?
Well,
What is an eartheist? What is an eartheist?
we're not about to get into that kind of conversation.
Okay, I feel like there are people missing for that kind of convo.
Thank you.
Yes.
Critic.
Oh, wow. That's a good question. I've been asking myself this whole time. Kangwang, maybe the producer can answer for us behind the...
Critic could have been.
The producer is on D&D.
He's busy.
Okay.
Indeed.
It's the
But
laughter.
like, I do agree with like, after all of this has happened, there have been a lot more conversations now about like taxing the rich and whatnot.
Mm.
I feel like the rich should pay more taxes because they make more money.
Yeah, that's entirely fair. Or is it?
Yeah, it's pretty fair.
It's pretty fair.
Why do they get all these tax exemptions?
Okay, but yes,
They don't
yes,
need them.
yes, that is so true because I remember this scenario that was painted out where the richer have a lower or much less percentage on the taxes that they have to pay compared to the poorer who are taxed so heavily on almost everything. So it's like, but why are you taxing the people who can't pay?
Exactly.
The only thing we don't pay taxes on is like air, and who knows how long that's gonna last.
I think we do pay taxes on air.
On air.
Yeah. Breathes in for dramatic effect.
But like, rich people should pay more taxes. 'cause they
Rich
can
people.
afford it.
So you should pay more
I'm
taxes.
not rich. What makes me think I'm rich? 'Cause
Why
I
are you refusing it? Just amen.
because I
Just say, I
bath.
receive.
Because I bath right now. No, but like
You
I
see?
receive
You
it.
see, you have water.
I claim it.
Council water is not working in certain people's places, but you bathed. You're rich.
Why are you attacking me? That's not nice. Please, can you relax? Ease up.
I'm not attacking. I'm saying you bathed. Bathing is a good thing. On that
You have to
note,
bath. It's summertime, please.
hey, please
Friends,
bath.
lovers, and best friends. If we can just scrub a dab dab.
Yeah.
That way is less than
You know,
watcher.
it's very, I find it very intriguing that in the cold season, people excuse themselves from bathing because it's cold. In the hot season, people excuse themselves from bathing because it's hot.
What?
So when do you
Sense.
bath?
When is it okay to bath? When it's just right.
So is
Goldilocks,
this,
please.
is this why?
Wash yourself.
Is this why? Is this why people like getting soaked in the rain? Is that the only time they bath?
Like
Huh?
romantically
So you
or
can
what?
smell like what?
No, I don't think they're listening to New Edition when they're getting soaked in the rain.
Ew.
That yeah, like I've just thought about it. You don't bath when it's cold, you don't bath. Then you just go get damp.
Yeah, so that when you get home, chitawe or chili queen,
Nasty. Please
Very
bath.
ghetto activity.
natao lili queen,
Bathe.
natao.
Wash yourself.
Yeah.
But yeah, the rich should, well, the wealthy, the super rich, let's say the super rich,
Yeah.
trillionaires and whatnot, should pay more taxes.
Yeah.
They should pay more taxes.
Like a tax should be in millions, bro.
Yeah.
They'll barely feel the dent, honestly.
Yeah.
Wow. So basically, now it comes back to value systems, right? Which I think Pope Leo was actually trying to dig into when he was addressing people, because it was a sermon that he was, you know what I'm saying? I think one of the things that he said in his sermon was, if money is the only value left, then we are losing the plot. Essentially, that's what he was trying to say to people. How Elon Musk ended up being an example within that was kind of rich.
He's got something against Elon.
He's got something against Elon. So he's got something against Africans, huh?
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
Is that what you're saying?
He's like, this Negro.
Wow. Elon is not a Negro. He is African.
Sometimes he does refer to himself as like
No,
That is so.
the N word when no one's watching.
Ew.
No, I don't
He's
think.
high off
I
ketamine.
hope he doesn't do that.
When he's on that, when he's on that special K.
Are you sure he's on that K too? What if he's not?
When he's on, Trump told us he's
what
on
if-
that special K.
Okay.
Trump should know. We're gonna build a wall.
K.
So like, man, that's so rich.
It is rich coming from the Vatican. What does the Vatican need all that wealth for? Because they hoard
To
it.
do good works. To me, I think
Like
they do good
what?
works.
What good works are they doing?
They do a lot of like really interesting
Clearly
exchange
not enough because
programs.
look how much excess they have.
I feel like
Have
for him
you
to
ever met
like
Catholic
confidently
priests,
come out there and call
from
him out
Zambia?
and say it's like
I'm not Catholic.
it's like to some extent you cannot cause. I mean, like people do that a lot, but then like it's hard to just like go out there and
They're
just
educated.
point people out and say, oh, okay, but you're not doing this, this, and that.
It's like the pot
maybe
calling the kettle black.
maybe there's a part where he feels like they're doing the world justice with their wealth. And I feel like that's what a lot of people are trying to understand, to say like in which ways, you know.
Do you think maybe he's just like upset because like before it was like you have to be like a whole country or a whole city to, be
To
like,
have
up
that
there.
that
But now
much
it's like this random guy.
this random guy.
This random guy from Africa is now just out here playing in the big leagues with the rest of us.
Who is he?
He's getting into Donald Trump's ear and stuff. It's not right.
He's an African American who's like a genius, apparently.
No.
Hello, you know, people don't like it when you call people like Elon Musk African American.
Yeah, I don't like it
But he
personally.
is, though.
I'm just like
Charlize Theron.
She's African
African-American.
American. Because she's of African descent.
Yeah.
With American
Doja Cat
citizenship.
is African American.
that's different.
Because she's
You
black.
can see the brown on
People
her
are
skin.
racist.
she
People are racist.
You saw that when she was mooing?
She was moving, but she had the brown on her skin. Like,
Moo.
No, you guys.
yeah, no, I don't like it.
You don't like it? I don't
Elon
mind it. I
Musk
find it
is
amusing.
African American,
Cannot
y'all.
one
Yeah.
last.
He's as
Ew.
black as
No.
He's not as black as they come.
Relax. You're going far.
but he's as African as they
Bring
come.
it back.
He's as African as they
I
come.
don't know about as African
No,
as they come.
that's a stretch.
Because I can't imagine
Is
him
it really?
That's a bit of
No,
a
did you
stretch.
see?
I can't
No,
imagine
didn't you see?
Elon Musk
Didn't you see how he
drinking
became?
Umkomboti.
No.
Munkoyo?
Eating a puff of things.
Bro,
Drinking
like, does
Umkomboti.
it
No,
No,
think
I
about
laugh
it.
for
No.
Miss
Think about
Like-
it like this. Think about it like this. Think about it like this. You have an uncle who becomes rich this one time. He hits a lick and he decides,
They can-
I'm
they
rich
can
now.
take it. They can
Bye,
take it.
guys. I'll never see you again. I'm leaving my country to go continue building my wealth in another country. We have those relatives. Therefore, then all of a sudden, that relative networks and becomes besties with the president of a different nation. And he has the ear of that president.
So it takes
You
us back
you
to the
think
village.
you think he's not going to try and bring some of his people over?
Is that what you think they're afraid of?
No, he already did that. Didn't he get Trump to go like, oh, stop the genocide and saying those acts of racism?
And now they have a bunch of random South African, white South Africans over there.
I saw the clip on BBC. They were coming out of buses.
Honestly, that was
Buses, you know, being interviewed.
ridiculous.
It's really bad. It's really bad.
It's really bad.
It's really bad back home, you know. But praise God for Elon. Praise God.
And how many of them were actual farmers?
How many of them were actual? I don't even know. I can't remember the stats on that. But here's the thing, right?
what's going on with those guys
Which African do you know that won't do exactly that?
Oh, is that why you're saying he's like
He's as African as they come.
well,
Nepotism.
Because your uncle today hits a lick, he's out. Not only is he going to be out, if he networks nicely,
It could also
and
just
his friend.
be generalized as like a human being's character trait or personality trait.
Yeah, but I don't think I've ever seen Obama do that for Kenyans or for Hawaiians.
If you put it that way.
Because he's half Hawaiian, half Kenyan. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen him do that. And yes, he could, but he didn't.
Okay, but Scarlett
But
Johansson
Elon-
has Scarlett
Elon-
Johansson done that for her brothers and sisters.
Scarlett Johansson is African.
Oh, is this no? Sorry,
Charlize
the other one.
Theron.
Charlize
I
Theron.
was going to be so happy.
Charlize Theron.
I'm going to be so happy. You see, you have to say it right, eh?
Theron.
Throne.
Theron.
Throne.
Has she done that for her countrymen?
Ah,
No, but you're right. I
Maybe
guess
she's
that
done
does
it
prove the
quietly.
point that Elon Musk is as African as
that's why she's doing movies like Old Guard, because she's trying to let people know as Africans we've lived for a long time.
Nah, but I think the Pope just needs to chill. Because now people are going to start
Elon, eh?
digging into the skeletons of the Vatican. He's
Yeah.
calling too much
Yeah,
unnecessary.
this
attention.
is like
he's
also
doing-
just-
He's doing the most. I don't know what he's trying to do right now.
Like,
I know
I
you're
think-
new. You just started. You're trying to make a good impression.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I knew.
But you need to chill.
But you need to
Okay.
chill, okay?
Chill.
Because people are going to start questioning you as well.
Because I question the organization.
Before we
at
know
large.
it, we're going to have another clemency.
Oh, no, you know what clemency is, you. It's leniency.
No, what's that? What's the word?
Eh.
What were they doing? That thing with the smoke. Not the.
Are you
papa.
talking about that movie? There's a movie. It starts with C.
It starts with C.
Eh. Eh.
Damn. The further I think about it, the further.
The
it
further
gets
I
from
get
me.
to it from you.
Ah.
It's the gin drink.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's not me.
This is why me I
I'm
drink
a
water.
big
Star liquor.
Thank you, Star Liquor.
So is the movie called Drone? No, it's not called Drone. I'm just pulling your leg.
I'll remember. It'll
But
come
it's
to
called.
me.
It's called.
It will come to me in
called
about 2 weeks.
Conclave.
Conclave.
Wow.
That's right. That's
Good
right.
memory.
That's right. Conclave.
That's why I drink water, y'all.
Conclave. That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Water. It's that.
So I feel like the Pope just needs to chill.
water.
Like, what does the Bible say? Before you go and try to deal with another person, a splinter in one person's eye,
Yeah,
deal with
take
the
the-
log
take-
in your own.
For you, yeah.
So
Mm.
read the good book. Let it advise you, let it guide you, let it give you some wisdom. Before you start judging your neighbors just because they're African. Please and thanks. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the question that I have now is it that what the Pope is asking, right, as he asks, is it a matter of him feeling a bit sour for Elon, or is he actually trying to help people like navigate wealth gaps? And then
I feel like the best way to help people navigate wealth gaps
Yeah.
is to start with your own. Like, show what you're doing before you start saying, no, that guy. Because, like we've mentioned, the Vatican
good-
has tons of money.
Good works are on the premise of not announcing to people that you are doing.
Then do that. Operate in the shadows. Do the good things that you're doing. Eventually, we're going to see, we're going to hear about it. We're going to see about it. We're going to hear
We're going
about
to
it.
know that, oh yeah, this is funding from
Yeah. So don't
the
go
Vatican.
attacking people and then people are going to start saying, no, but what about you guys? What are you doing with all the wealth that you've amassed for no good reason, for just existing?
Do you think Elon is a job creator or is the inequality king?
That's a tough question.
Because you have defended him against.
I haven't defended Elon Musk.
You have.
I've just gone against the Vatican.
Ha! Wow. Beware for your life, because the Jesuits operate in the shadows.
His I mean, Tesla and them are creating jobs, so to some degree, he is a job creator. You know what I mean? But obviously, there are going to be people that feel slighted by him or that feel like they're left on the sidelines. And some people might say he's the king of inequality, but you can have a 100% approval rating. You can as much as your intention is to take everyone with you, chances are you can't take everyone with you. There's gonna have to be compromises.
I mean, yeah, to a very large extent, yeah. to a very large extent.
Yeah.
It's gonna be very difficult to lift as you rise, especially if people are all crabs in a bucket or they feel entitled to opportunity that can come through you being a step ahead of a few people. But essentially, then it begs the question, how exactly do you navigate? Do you have to be ruthless in your current pursuit of success? Or do you have to be, a people pleaser? To an extent, you have to basically please the wishes of people on your road to success, right? The wishes of people being that as you are being lifted, lift us with you. Yeah. How realistic is that even?
To take everyone with you
To take people with you as you rise.
on your way out the hood.
Yeah. Like I want all my name to be at the table.
I feel like it's not realistic because
not
that,
realistic.
yeah, like ideally, yes, you can want to do that, but realistically, you won't be able to take everyone with you because at the end of the day, it's also going to be dependent on everyone's ability to perform. And when you
Yeah.
do give them the opportunity, you know what I mean? I was actually having this conversation with a friend of mine. I was talking about, when you look at like these sub communities within the country, you have like the people in the Ugandans, the Kenyans, the Rwandese, and this and that, and the Somalians, the Indians, the this and that, and it's like they work so well together, and they help uplift each other, But that's only because everyone within that community is wanting to do better for themselves, so they're willing to put the work in. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
sometimes you
that
might
is
want to uplift your brother or your sister. You'll give them the opportunity.
But he's a lazy chap.
They don't want to do the work, you know what I mean? And then in really bad situations, you find they might actually be dragging you down with them, So it's like, do I stick to my guns talking about I want to uplift everyone and risk everyone going back even lower than we were before because this person just doesn't want to carry their weight, Or do I make the hard decisions to say, okay, my brother, I want you to come with me, but you're slowing us down, bro. We're gonna have to leave you here.
I mean, like, I feel like the saying "iron sharpens iron" isn't in vain. You are allowed to want more for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like many people don't understand or realize how important that is because sometimes you find that it's even just a character flaw as a person. You don't know how to like think of yourself. You're just so fixated on making sure that everybody's okay. Maybe because you grew up in that kind of setting where you're like you're the responsible one.
It's some sort of
Everybody looks up,
trauma.
and like that's actually very common in our culture. Like where even at the funeral of this person, you'd be like, no, he was the breadwinner of the family, or she was the one keeping everyone together. But it shouldn't be like that. You know what I mean? And I think that there isn't enough like effort into people actually just saying, okay, what does individualism look like? You know what I mean? Especially even like in families. Because like if in your own familiar space you can't exercise that, you're definitely not going to apply that
On a
grander scale. You know
Like if
what
you
I
don't
mean?
have your own identity, it's kind of hard to place you when you're not around the group that gives an identity.
Exactly. So it's like it's just really hard. You can't take everyone with you. Unfortunately, you just have to do what you gotta do to stay afloat. Those who are inspired will tap in. You know what I mean? If someone who's stupid can follow a cult leader and say, "Oh, I believe in what this guy is saying,"
This stupid.
I'm going to starve myself to death.
well, you know what I mean? Like you're going to have all these ridiculous
This
beliefs,
stupid.
and it's just like so crazy. Like,
This stupid. It's so crazy. Do not continue. Don't.
yeah, like it's so crazy. Like people idolize and worship the wrong things.
Boom.
Like you could like idolize
Yoga.
and like worship your self growth or character development, but you won't do that.
Yeah.
You wanna,
Yeah, that's true.
Tap in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And piggybacking off of that, I also kind of sort of understand where the Pope was coming from when he was talking about how if money is like our biggest motivator, the most important thing in the world, we are in trouble. You know, no one is concerned about kindness or gentleness or fairness or You know what I mean? So that does put us in a very sticky situation. Because if you look, even now, when you look at the state of the world, you know, there's so many people constantly complaining about, oh no, look at what young girls are willing to do or young men are willing to do for money. That does put us in a really, really wild situation. So I guess when you think about it like that, it does make you think about there's more to life than just amassing this crazy.
I think
Well.
that statement can also target like the perpetrators of this kind of thing. There are people who will exploit people and human life in itself just for the sake of money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to meet that end. Like you do anything. Like, and you know, there's so many things that we've heard about, you know, allegedly a black market exists, you know, you could like people do all
Allegedly.
It does. It do.
well, okay.
We've seen the TikToks.
I don't know how
there
safe
sometimes.
I am here. You know, but like
Like,
you
know the
scary.
value of your organs.
Even just from like my own environment, right? Like I
Yeah.
got a helper and like her children are all albino.
No way.
Yeah, and like
That's crazy.
like there's like a set who are twins.
Whoa.
And then there's like the last one. He's a boy. He's like a year now. And like I'm always so
Giving out-
fascinated
you're
by
giving
them,
out too
you know.
much info.
And I'm just thinking, I'm just like, so like my young brother was like telling me the other day, he was like, do you know
Money,
these
money,
guys are in
money.
danger?
Money.
Like,
Money.
I'm like, have you read about it? Like I know about it, but I haven't like
Your brother's letting you know there's a human race that's
it's very special.
in danger of extinction.
And you know, like you would actually steal somebody's albino child and traffic them just to get money.
You'd
You know
kill
what I mean?
someone.
Like that means that your humanity doesn't exist at this point. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? If like money is always driving like agendas like this,
Tesla.
you want to
Like
You
I
said driving.
understand.
You said driving.
Money is like important. You know, life is
Yeah.
expensive.
yeah,
You like nice things. You want to
You
get
know
on
the
that
price I had to
Lambo.
pay?
Even just getting on a bus is going to cost you
How
money.
many albinos I had
So
to
yes,
sell?
money is very important, but we can't
Allegedly.
let money be the only thing that we go after. You know
Like
what
the
I mean?
ultimate value of
You know what I
living,
mean?
I like
you're-
that I like that the Pope put that out there, but like how many
Yeah.
people are actually like listening to him and thinking
Clocking.
yeah, like clocking it like, oh, this person is actually putting out something.
Look at you.
I learned something new.
Bruh. Like are the right people listening to those key points? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because he can put out something like that, but people will still be as malicious as they want to be.
Always.
You know,
always.
like-
Welcome to life.
Unfortunately,
Human beings
stating
are
that
messed up breed.
We are messed
stating that there are bad people out there won't really change the narrative or the situation.
Bad people will always exist.
Bad people.
But if they have so much power and like you know he's saying all these things,
Yeah.
to what extent do they actually
Terrible joke. Oh my God.
Crackhead. Give us a laugh then. Come on. Don't be shy.
You
We're
guys have
friends
said
here.
that
is
no one who
expensive.
can take everyone with them.
Bonnie Blue? Oh, never mind.
excuse me?
Never mind.
All I'm saying is, if you are a school shooter, you can take everyone with you.
No.
Yeah, it was a terrible joke. Like
No, that was a terrible joke.
the sanctity of
Thank
life.
you for sharing it, Dom.
I got it off my chest.
Yeah, no, it was itching.
This is a safe space. That's how you know this is a safe space.
Undertaker. I've stopped.
But yeah, money shouldn't be the only
ultimate value.
motivator
Yeah, like
in your life. There's more to there's more to life
than money.
than money. You know
If you
what I
don't
mean?
have money, can you catch them all in life?
Like money is important. Let's not lie and say it's not.
even worse in
But it's
Africa, they'll
worrying
do
when
it.
it's like because there's some
The
people
end
that
all
are
be all.
that will do anything for money. Anything.
I do anything.
I'll do anything for money. Just
I'll-
And you know,
Eat your
like
leftovers.
other than like people exploiting you for money, like there's also just you what can I say? Devaluing yourself.
Boom.
People always tend to do this. Like
Boom.
you may not realize it like in the moment, but like in the grand scheme of things, when you're just
Yeah.
like, okay, how did I amass all this wealth? Like, can you? I think there are very few people that can sit with their conscience and say, "Okay, I amassed this wealth in like a very genuine and like clean way." That also just goes to question like, can you really be a millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire without
Yeah.
actually?
Because these days people are really
without
trying to
actually
push that
doing-
narrative
with actually doing like something malicious or dirty along the way.
of
you
like
know?
you can't be successful if you don't do something a little bit.
So it's
more.
like your humanity will be tainted regardless, as long as they're chasing
you
that
can't make
bag.
money. You can't become rich if you don't do something. Just
Something a little dirty. No matter who you think you are, like, oh me, I can never. Just a little.
just a bit. Even just one time. Just a bit. Just a little bit. Then, because good morals, what they're holding you back.
Depends on what kind of money it is. That's what we're saying.
So what are you saying? Have you seen the car you drive outside?
Pause. Let's not do.
Take a-
Wait a minute. Why are you attacking me?
I'm not attacking you. I'm not attacking you. Priscilla is an honest person. She took a young girl here. You know, she's working her way up the ladder. Working.
I don't like your tone. I don't appreciate your tone, Destro.
This is a very
What are you
bittersweet
insinuating?
chat.
Wow,
This is a very bittersweet chat.
All I'm saying is you could have picked her up on your way here.
Let's just say I'm a very wicked woman.
Wow.
I'm wicked.
Gotta be wicked once in a while.
No,
Maybe the next
after
Elon Musk.
supporting you. Sad.
I'm a very wicked woman.
Throw the whole podcast away. What is
I'm
this?
very beautiful. My hair is looking nice.
That doesn't
Thank
make
you,
you
main
wicked?
attraction. I can get away with having
Main
bad character, even just a little
attraction.
bit.
Have you seen? So you see, there's such a thing as pretty privilege.
Just a little bit of bad character.
Oh, such a thing. Oh,
No,
it's definitely.
but like to be honestly,
I
even-
don't have it.
sometimes I do get frustrated because believe it or not, I'm actually a very good person. I'm a very good girl.
I believe you.
I don't do wild things for money. Me,
Tell them
me.
your story.
One thing about me,
Testify.
I realized that I can't be a hoe. Because me, I like telling niggas off.
Girl, thank you.
Me,
Like,
I love
the tolerance
reserving
for bullshit
the
has to
right
be
to
like-
tell people to F off.
I'm telling you, like,
Me, I
that
love
is so
it.
crazy. I love it.
I really love it, but
It's so-
sometimes I love it, but sometimes I get so frustrated when that third week starts hitting, when injury week
Injury
comes
week,
along.
yeah?
I'm
You're
just saying,
like,
maybe I should have just been nice to that man.
maybe I should have just.
I should have just
really
laughed at his
responded.
jokes.
Yeah, like.
I should have just done
I shouldn't
this,
have
that,
wiped the
or the
chat.
other.
Why are you wiping the chat?
To erase everything, all the nonsense that's there.
You
so
could
it
have
can start
just
afresh.
blocked the number.
But no. But no.
Well,
I reserve the right to be.
Wow. Silla out here looking at me like I know who she's talking about. I don't.
wow, that is very.
I don't.
Yeah,
Well, I
there's
hope you're
many
watching.
times where like you wish you had done something differently for the money.
Yeah.
But there's just something very empowering.
If it ain't
that
about
comes
the
from
money. I mean, if
That's
it's all about the
self-ownership.
money.
knowing that you can walk away from a situation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
With your
I would rather
legs
starve.
intact.
Apparently, it's not gratifying enough
I
for
mean,
other
your
people.
piece intact.
Apparently, it's
I
not
would rather
gratifying enough.
starve.
For, like, I'm telling you,
What's not gratifying enough?
like to just like walk
For some
away.
people to just walk away
from a
situation.
situation.
So people don't like Craig David at all.
from the troubles in their life. The reason they're walking into those
That should play
situations
in
is
the
because of
background,
the troubles
by the
in
way.
their lives.
They really should listen to Craig David.
They don't listen to
I
the
don't
lyrics.
think
They don't pay
listen.
attention to the lyrics.
No, I think we paid attention when we were younger.
They don't pay attention to the lyrics.
Yeah.
No. I feel like there's too many people these days that are like obsessed with instant gratification.
Yeah.
Like no one is very interested.
one
in
is
delayed
patient.
gratification. Like
You
no one
have
wants
to
to wait
wait.
the 6 months it's going to take for this thing to work out. Man, I want now. I'll send you a
want
picture
it
of my
now.
tatas right now. You send me
Send
that
me
money
the
right
pin
now.
now.
And it's like, no, just wait for the 30th.
And like you just really apply.
Can't believe she said Tata's on cam, dog. Like,
Well,
I feel like I've grown so much since the first episode.
what?
I really have
What?
grown
Oh my
so
gosh.
much. I've censored myself so much.
So
Destro, I don't know why
the real
you're
you is
not
coming out.
appreciating my growth.
And which one?
You're acting like an op.
I was asking her to which one?
All of them.
Hey,
all my growths.
Okay.
But yeah, too many people are like obsessed with instant gratification, and no one wants to actually work to make a living.
It's a dilemma that's perpetuated by the villagers. Village mentality. This theory.
But you know, the thing about that,
I don't have
another
anything against
thing that like, I
villagers.
don't get about the way people are living
I
their lives right
said
now.
we are all villagers.
Like people are living a fake lifestyle, risking getting bewitched by their village people for nothing. Things that aren't even theirs.
You know my darlings.
I don't get it.
So like
Just work hard and wait for your own time.
You try to succeed.
It's coming. It's on the way. It's en route. Maybe one day you
Oh,
too
man.
will be playing.
no, I think
You
that's
will be
a,
offending the
that's
Pope.
a rapper joke I'll say
Honestly,
after.
I love that Elon Musk is offending the Pope at that level.
Wow.
I feel like I was
You
Elon
love the
Musk.
Pope.
I love offending the Catholic Church
Why?
because it's fun
Are
and
you
it's
trying
easy.
to get us cancelled on YouTube? These people have that much money.
Oh snap! You can censor that. You can. They'll fix that in post.
Nobody.
They'll fix that in
Don't give a
post.
damn about us.
Who does
I
it?
feel like there's people that have said worse and gotten away with it.
The Catholic Church is full of
Just find
pedophiles.
you've been zooped at the gate of your house.
Well,
You didn't see who did it. It just came out of the shadows.
As long as they keep protecting pedophiles,
In the shadows.
yeah, I think
we can
we're-
continue to criticize.
I'm
Allegedly.
telling you.
Allegedly. 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 Allegedly.
Everything
One
is
priest
alleged.
gets caught diddling boys. Do
Allegedly.
you know what happens to him?
Allegedly.
Guys, do you want to know what happens to the priest who gets caught diddling
Allegedly.
boys?
Guys,
What if
Do you think they're going to?
even,
They're going
even,
to.
even the
they're going to
satanic kingdom
fire
has
him.
priests.
they were
And
catching
he's
boys.
not going to be allowed to.
boys.
No.
The satanic
Do you know what they're
kingdom.
going to do? They're going to transfer him to a whole new church with a whole new stock
Mormons
of boys
have
for him to diddle. And he's going to continue diddling them, and they're going to catch him, and they're going to.
Why are you using
once
such a
more
black term for
to
a
more
white
new
position?
boys, just constantly up in the
That's you
stock.
boys.
No,
Why are you so
guys.
happy to touch new boys?
Man, I told you I'm passionate
guys.
about snitching.
I'm sorry.
Wait, you,
Like,
I'm passionate
passionate
about
about snitching on touching.
I'm snitching on the
Like,
Catholic
You're snitching on
Yeah,
touching little
like-
boys.
Yes. Enough is enough. Hashtag protect the boy child.
Mwandi,
Okay.
because, it's a bit.
Hashtag, huh?
It's a bit crazy.
How come these
I've
stories
seen
never
this
get
is why the
punished?
Pope
Like,
shouldn't be on the internet
Allegedly.
talking smack about billionaires because now here we are bringing
Trillionaires.
up the fact trillionaires, bringing up the fact that there's child diddlers in the
Allegedly.
church.
Allegedly.
Stop defending the child diddlers.
Allegedly.
Destro.
I'm not defending them.
Yeesh.
Allegedly.
The child diddlers are active.
Allegedly.
Protect the boy child.
Protect the boy child.
Protect
Yeah.
the
Protect
boy
the
child,
boy
please,
child.
guys.
Stop trying to distract us with trillionaires. We know what you're doing.
Allegedly.
I see what you're trying to
Such a little
do.
boys.
What's his name? What's his name?
Allegedly.
Don't call him by name. That's a different crossfire.
Oh, man.
I'm talking to you direct, so you better respect it.
Allegedly.
Is it public?
Huh? What? It's
16.
public. It's the 14th?
16.
16th. 16th.
16.
The XV1, not XIV.
Yeah. But like it's very hypocritical of the Pope to be throwing stones at rich people when the Vatican is rich and we don't even know.
Oh, Jackie
why-
Hill Perry.
Like-
Free advertising right here. Jackie Hill Perry is dropping an album called Blameless this Friday.
Jackie Hill Perry.
And because you know
Without blame.
you said throwing stones. So I was like, I saw that somewhere. I saw somebody standing out the house.
Jackie Hill Perry.
And it was Jackie Hill.
Without blame.
Without blame.
Blameless.
Blameless.
Lacking
You know what I'm
blame.
saying? You know, the cover art is her being in like this small room, whited out with a broken window.
With a broken.
And the brick is like right there.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Who threw the brick? Was there a
Stainless
note
white.
attached?
The only stain in that room is the brick.
Find out this Friday.
Yep, find out this Friday. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you successfully switch the topic. Beep, 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 beep. Also, we have come to the end of today's episode. Just to do a quick rundown on what we've talked about today. We have talked about, yeah,
Yours.
do we really have an industry? because who are we to bow out and say our sponsor instead?
That guy.
Guang guang. We talked about the villagers' mentality. It's a theory. I'm writing a book on it. I'm lying. I'm not. We also talked about I think the villagers' mentality was throughout the episode. If you really think about it,
Yeah.
throughout the
It's a
episode.
mindset, guys.
You know what
Like,
I'm saying?
really
Whether you're
self-introspect.
Olios Records or you're the Vatican, the villagers are after you.
You're not saying.
So
Okay.
stay safe out there. Don't try this. Having unfiltered thoughts can have consequences. That's all I'm saying. So don't try this at home or at school. It took years to perfect to do safely.
Yeah.
I
can't
urge
wait for
all
the
of
day
our
we
side
actually
radio
offend
fans.
someone.
Side radio.
Yeah, it's gonna be
That's
so
it?
fun.
I can't wait for the day we actually like offend someone.
Yeah,
I
who's
think
gonna
we
get
offend
mad?
people, but they're just like, do they have enough
Stop
views? But
treading
no.
carefully.
So
What's the
anyway,
priority?
we're getting there, okay? You'll remember these faces. And on that note, it's good night from us at the panel, and God bless.